Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Let's Kvetch.
Wow, it's so nice. It's been like weeks.
It's been like weeks.
No,
but it feels like forever.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's Let's Kvetch, where mindful speech and wisdom always stretch. Rabbi Raphael, Howard on the mic, dropping Torah gems every day in sight.
I'm your co-Kvetcher, Raphael Lieband, and I'm with me here in the studio, as always,
Howard Wedgell.
I know his name. I just wanted to
Let me introduce myself. That's so because at least I have a part.
Lots of parts. Okay,
We'll
we are.
start off with the Kvetch. You know.
What else? What else? Welcome. This is, after all, the Let's Kvetch podcast.
Okay.
And what else would you come to? What do you turn to us for,
Well,
if not that?
Entertainment. You're really.
Howard, you are entertaining.
No. So we launched. Can we say that we've already launched our first podcast?
We're live. This is it. If they're watching this, they know that, right? They're watching the podcast.
Yeah, but they have. Had they seen the first?
There's a
the first
previous
one?
episode,
The
at least
previous-
one,
okay.
maybe multiple previous episodes.
Right. Okay.
Take a look, and we're looking forward to releasing our new logo, our new Let's Kvetch podcast logo,
Right.
which is coming out. So we'd like some feedback on that. Can I just say, before we get into the kvetching, I feel like whenever this goes live, but today is the day after the fantastic news that the United States just came in and dropped the big bomb, the big beautiful bomb from the B-2, a couple of them on the Iranian nuclear reactors, and I'm a little bit on cloud nine. Can I say that?
Yeah,
I'm a little bit floating.
I feel the same.
It's
I
very
feel the same.
it's very exciting. So
Yeah.
this is there may be more to kvetch about later, but
Right.
right now there's sort of almost like a break in the kvetching for the excitement. I just feel a relief, and I really what I thought was especially great, if I could share this with you, Howard, was that right after the bombs were dropped to destroy the nuclear threat to the world, and particularly to Israel in Iran. So there was a press release, both by Bibi and American President Donald Trump, and both of them said very, very openly and very firmly, "Thank God for that. Thank God that we were able to get this done." And
Oh, really? I didn't catch that.
both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, Trump said, "God, love you, God, thank you." It was fantastic, and that's what we want.
Beautiful.
Good things should happen in the world. May they continue.
Baruch Hashem. Okay.
Baruch Hashem. So
Okay.
don't say all we do is kvetch. Okay.
Right.
Now today,
What are we going to talk about today? Today we actually have a guest, and we're very excited. Our first guest.
coming on live in the studio audience, our
Yeah.
first guest ever. Very
All right.
exciting.
So
Evelyn. Dr. Evelyn Mail. I'm going to let you
Okay.
introduce Dr. Mail, but let's first have Dr. Mail come
Okay.
in and sit with us.
Yeah,
Come
well,
and
please,
join us
wow,
in the
yeah.
studio.
okay. All right. Beautiful. So as an introduction to Dr. Mail, thank you for coming. She is a licensed clinical psychologist specializing in risk assessment and suicide prevention. As such, she is always the life of the party. Okay. Originally from Philadelphia. She spent a number of years after college as a community organizer in Rapid City. Anyways, yada yada yada. She's been in Denver for some time, and we
Good friend and professional.
and professional. We have a psychologist. We talked about this in the first episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you folled through.
Right.
You got
So-
Dr. Mail on the show, our
Right,
first
right,
guest.
Yes, right.
And not only am I a psychologist, but now I get to play one on TV.
That's right.
It's so funny.
And you can make that joke at the party when you're not the life of the party. You can make that joke.
Yes, I've been practicing.
Well, Dr. Mail, it's so nice to have you on the show. Evelyn?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, Evelyn.
Yeah.
So nice to have you on the show.
Thank you.
You are our first guest.
It's so exciting to be
like
here.
the first lady. You're also the
know.
first lady guest. But first lady male doesn't sound right either.
No,
We weren't
that's-
gender specific in the search.
I know. Okay. First guest.
Yeah,
Thank
just
you.
first
Well, it's
guest.
nice to have a little feminine energy on the show, too.
Well,
though.
I am bringing that. I'm very happy to be here, and it's great. And I think that one of the things that you wanted to talk about was how do you know the difference between kvetching, complaining, whining, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I did some research. I brought some source material.
Let's jump right in.
Well,
Okay.
I brought some professional material, some authoritative research was published in 1980. It's been reviewed in Psychology Today.
There's pictures. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
This is
Makes it easier for me.
Meshka the Kvetch. It was published in 1980. It's been reviewed in Psychology Today over
One
the
second.
decades.
That's the name of the book? Meshka the Kvetch?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about that? What was the year? Tell me that again.
1980.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah.
20th century.
Yeah, 20th century. And, reviews about kvetching and ends in gratitude.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think one of the things that we all can recognize is that, a lot of companies have a complaint department, but none of them have a whining department.
So what is the difference?
Well, I think when you think about kvetching as a complaint, you want to ascertain, is this something that there's a solution to? Like, am I kvetching because there's a problem to be fixed, like a tikkun, right?
Tikkun.
Yeah, like
Like fetching for the tikkun.
Well, am I complaining because my car keeps breaking down? So I take it to the mechanic, and it turns out they have to write to the motor corporation, and there have been 10 or 20 or 100, and pretty soon there's a recall notice, right? So there has been a solution because it's going to get fixed. The seatbelt always jams, or there's a problem. So the kvetch led to something constructive.
Fascinating. Now, let me see if I understood. Because I was expecting sort of a psychological, from you, the psychologist, a psychological approach. But I feel like I got a very interesting, like, consumer kind of an approach. Kvetching sometimes, companies have if I'm just feeding this back to you. This is active listening here. Okay? Let me
All right.
don't jump in.
This is in real.
Don't interrupt me. I'm on a roll here. I'm
is
actively
in real
listening.
time.
I want to understand this. Sometimes kvetching is good for industry. In industry, kvetching is good. A business should have a complaint department a kvetching department to receive kvetching, not because we're whining,
Never have a whining department.
but we have a complaining department, a kvetching department,
Or
and
a
that,
help desk.
or a help desk.
Yes.
And that brings to tikkunim. Could you define tikkun for our listening audience, in case they don't know what
Yes,
tikkun means?
tikkun is repair, right? Which is a huge Torah value, and in our DNA, hence Jewish doctors and lawyers, fix-it people, right? Fix it.
Jewish fix-it people.
Big Torah value, right? And how are you going to know what to fix if you're not kvetching? Oy, there's no water. Oy, the water is bitter. Oy, there's no food. Give me some manna. Great, thanks.
Okay, so first,
Fantastic.
so just so I'm clear.
Well, we were hungry, so we had to get the manna.
No. We spoke about that. I mean, yeah, no,
You were clear on that part.
So I'm clear on that part. But we need to have something constructive to complain about first as a premise to kvetching. Is that what?
No, not necessarily. I actually wrote down a bunch of reasons to kvetch, all of which I think have some legitimacy, and some which do not.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So,
this
for
is
example,
so
It's a fairly
excellent.
lengthy
On the
yes,
show.
I
Look
did
at that.
some- I did some research.
This is prepared
So-
guest.
yes, well, I'm a psychologist.
Okay. So,
Yeah. So it could be for relief, at which point the beholder, because I think whether or not something is legitimate kvetching is in both the ear of the beholder and the mouth of the speaker, right?
Both. Okay.
Right? So is it for relief? Like, oi, it's so hot today. That's kvetching. But if I say that, I do not expect my friends to go out and do something about the weather.
right.
Right?
Right.
But we all might want to say, yeah, it's really hot. Somebody might say, I have a pool in my complex. Want to come over? So there, it's kvetching, but there's some
Some
relief,
resolution
right?
to there. Some relief. Got
Right.
it. Okay.
Or constructive kvetching.
it could be,
Or not.
or it could be bonding. Like my favorite athletic team can't win a game to save its life. Yeah, we all agree on that, and it's kind of fun. Maybe go out at night and you can kvetch together about the team you hate. Nobody sitting at the table can do anything about it, but it's bonding. So that's psychological, right?
Kvetching can really connect us. Number two,
Kvetching, connecting.
There's amazing. What?
Okay. See, isn't it good we're having a psychologist on as a guest? That's beautiful. Okay.
What else you got? That's fantastic.
Well,
Kvetching as bonding. Okay, kvetching as relief. Kvetching as bonding. What else?
humor.
We don't know anything about that.
I know, but it could be used as humor.
Speak for yourself.
It could be used as humor both in a teasing kind of way or a self-deprecating kind of way. It could be used to break the ice in a situation. Like, there's people I know that this wonderful couple in town that has people over all the time. The wife is an amazing cook. Italian, Moroccan, Israeli, you name it. So welcoming. Tons of people. 16 appetizers at the table. And to break the ice, the husband always makes jokes about how many extra seats they have to have. Sometimes they have to schlep a table up from the basement. And then there's this joke about, did anyone bring in a contribution for the meal? And then there's a lovely Devar Torah about gratitude. It's so nice. It breaks the ice. Everyone feels comfortable, and the food is always amazing. So it's Kvetch, but with a good intention, to make everyone feel comfortable.
So let's.
Why are you responding automatically to this?
I don't know. This concept is it's new to me, and I'm just trying to grapple with it. So let's get to the husband. Let's get to the husband who seems to be complaining about something.
But just tongue in cheek.
Right. So
just to make people feel comfortable.
Are you going to eat a lot of food? Because,
Well, this husband doesn't eat leftovers.
No, I feel for that person. I'm like, okay. So that's
so how would we define this kind of kvetching? Kvetching for comfort, kvetching to put people at ease.
Yeah, like a break the ice.
The ice.
Right.
It's a positive thing.
It's very positive.
Very positive.
Very positive.
Very, very positive.
Because everyone always has a good time and wants to be invited back.
When people kvetch in my presence, I feel comfortable.
Do you?
Well, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
You make me feel. We put me at ease by kvetching.
Or you can also have a self-identity kvetch. Like I always kvetch about manicures. My manicure is always terrible. They don't cover my nail properly. They cut the skin. They make me bleed. Everyone in my family knows whenever I get a manicure, I'm going to hate it. It's just how I am. Now, if somebody out there in the studio audience knows of a fabulous manicurist, this could lead to a positive outcome. Call 1-800-MikeKvetch.
They should write in. Yes, let's kvetch at cleanspeech.com. Write in.
All right, so can I ask you on this manicure kvetching thing?
Yes.
Okay, so who are you kvetching to?
Oh, everyone in my family, especially my daughters-in-law and my daughters, because my sons don't actually care.
Okay, so they've heard this before.
Multiple times.
Whenever
I get a manicure.
And
I'm getting the manicure.
You call them and say, I'm getting a bad manicure?
Yes. You should see it. I'm bleeding. Would you like to see the blood? I'll send them I'll send them a picture.
Why are you laughing? She's bleeding.
It's awful.
You're laughing. I can't believe you.
It's okay, but see, it's breaking the ice. We're bonding because I don't really care. I keep going for the manicures. It's a first world problem.
Well, one second. You are a psychologist, right? So we're having you. And tell us about what's going on in your kvetching, kind of in an expected way, repeatedly about. I don't want to be insensitive. I'm sorry that the manicures are generally not meeting your expectations. But,
thank you. That was very empathic.
But what I really want to know, I think our studio audience wants to understand from your expert perspective, what is going on in your head that you're kvetching repeatedly about that thing, and you want to tell everybody. I don't think it's everybody. It's really anybody. Talk to that. Can you speak to that?
Well, so that's part of the bonding, the identity, kind of self-deprecation, and the humor, because it is a first world problem. I don't care that much.
Yeah.
It's not that consequential.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
You're really okay.
Right. But let's say it was something that I really cared about and that I want to complain, I want to kvetch about it in a way that I actually want a solution. Mm-hmm. I want someone to help me with that problem. Mm-hmm. Therefore, it is not whining. It's not gossip. It's not lashon hara. It's not about another person. It's kvetch that if somebody heard it and offered a solution, I would say, I can help you with that problem. Do you want to go for coffee? Or I heard somebody else complain about that. Do you want to get together? Or I know who you should talk to. Then it's a legitimate kvetch. It's not the beers at night, beers at Lowry Town Center to talk about the team or the weather. It's a legitimate kvetch. But, it serves different purposes.
Yeah.
Well, now that you mentioned the Lowry beer, what's it called?
We should
Lowry
get a
Beer Garden.
We should get this
sponsorship.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So if you're the owner or manager,
Listening, anyone from
Yeah,
or any other sponsor for that matter, or potential sponsor.
Right.
But one second.
no, but
so
we can talk about. Oh, we
talk about sponsors.
talk about sponsors.
Did you want to? You wanted to ask
No.
Dr. Mail for a sponsorship? She's our guest. We'll get to sponsors.
Are you doing a session on chutzpah also?
Oh, that's rough.
Undertone of all of our of all of these shows here. There's always a little chutzpah with your kvetching. Okay, but I think you're making an excellent point, and I think this is such good. I don't know, such good insight really into why people kvetch, what they want. Practically speaking, maybe you could share with us, how does one, if you're the listener to the kvetching, how does one know whether or not the kvetcher I'm just calling the person who's kvetching the kvetcher, but how does the listener know whether the kvetcher wants a solution or just that bonding and that humor and that
Right.
it's a very important thing to know, because if you just want to bond, I could kvetch with you and that would be fine. But if you want a solution, that's a whole nother
Or how
story.
do I know that she just doesn't want to vent? So
venting, relief. But
Right.
how do we know?
Okay, so I think you can do a means test on the kvetch, like a flow chart. Okay? So you're hearing the kvetch. Is there a solution? Yes, no. So if there's no solution,
Like the weather.
yeah. Or,
the manicurist.
well, no. 1-800-MIKE-KVETCH, please refer.
Yeah, but you can't fix this manicure.
No,
I'd say
but you
that's-
could send me to a manicurist that I would stop kvetching about.
Yeah. Fair.
But something like there's a situation at work, I don't like my boss, it's tough every day, or maybe there could be solutions, but something that's a fixed chronic problem that I really can't do anything about. I can't think of a good example right now, but something that's annoying, but we just can't do anything about it. There's rush hour traffic every day, every time I go to work.
I'm fixing
I
that.
can't, even if I change the route, even if I carpool, even if I take the bus, unless I left an hour and a half early, I'm going to have rush hour traffic. So if there's no solution, then they're just kvetching to kvetch, and you have to kind of manage your friend. But if there is a solution, okay, so we're with the arrows with the box. So if there is a solution, then the next question is, if I try to offer, first I will ask my friend, would you like me to help you problem solve?
Oh, now this is the whole show is worth it for this piece of advice right here.
This is deep.
The listener should ask the person kvetching, are you interested in solution or just
Brainstorming.
a solution or brainstorming, or would you just like me to kvetch with you
Or listen.
and listen? Would you just like me to listen?
That's okay.
Right.
That's positive. These are positive things.
It's a really, really important that you respond in the right way, because if someone is looking for a solution and you just kvetching with them, or vice versa, they just want to be heard, and then you start offering solutions, they don't even
hate
feel
that.
heard.
No one likes that.
Particularly women. Can I just say that?
No.
I can't say that?
No.
Because this is like one of those things that there's a
We're
famous, like,
gender
I'm not going out on a limb
neutral
here.
here.
There's a very famous thing that men tend to be solution oriented.
Yeah.
Women tend to be more connection oriented. So a woman I just wanted to be heard. I just want you to see that I have
that's
a
what you mean. Yeah, you
problem.
can say that.
And
Okay.
a guy is naturally going to go straight in for the kill for the solution.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
honey,
yeah.
we could fix that problem, no problem.
Right,
you know.
right. Mm-hmm.
And that's and he should have checked in with her 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Is she actually interested in the solution?
So okay. So again, the person that you're kvetching to. So it could be the response is going to be different if it's your spouse, if it's a sibling, if it's a child.
I mean, maybe not. I don't want to have any hard and fast rules, but generally, if anyone is complaining to you, or you always want to find out what would be helpful. Do you want me to just listen, or do you want me to help you problem solve? And then if they say no, I need help, then your next question should be, what have you already come up with? What have you already tried? What if people already suggested to you?
Okay, so but when is it appropriate to ask these questions? Like when I know that you're
After
starting
a couple of drinks.
after. No, but you've already started, and I'm can I cut you off, or should I be
Can you interrupt Kvetching?
Is that a thing?
Is it a thing?
Is that a thing?
Depends on Kvetchnik.
Oh, the what?
The
What's
Kvetchnik.
the
Kvetching is the
that
Kvetcher.
the person,
The Kvetchnik.
the person
I like the
Kvetching.
Kvetchnik because then you can be Kvetchniking.
Right. So,
Like Michal
but
Kvetchnikov, isn't he the famous Kvet? Sorry about that.
I'm sorry. What's the question?
The question is again? At what point, I as a listener, whatever my relationship to you is, can I interrupt you? Okay, because I know you're going to start kvetching about the subject. Should I hang out?
Why would you want to do that? Is that just because you're sick of it, or because certainly we were talking about constructive kvetching over here? There are good reasons. Why would you want to stop a person from kvetching constructively?
What is our tagline? Our tagline is
Kvetch responsibly.
Well, and that also brings me to something else. Is a little bit of a sidebar.
Okay.
There is a certain kind of kvetching which could dangerously move into lashon hara. On the other hand, you might have a legitimate problem with somebody, and let's say it's somebody in the community, and you might want to say, oh, this person always drives me crazy, which could be lashon hara, even if you say so-and-so, but everyone's going to try and guess who it is. But let's say that the three of us have a good friend, and you guys are fine with a friend, but that friend really drives me crazy. I might trust one of you, or I might trust a friend who's not one of us, who I know does not have a lashon hara bone in her body. And I might need to say, I really need to process something with you about a friend in our friend group who I know is dearly loved, but she always pushes my buttons, or he always pushes my buttons, and I don't know how to handle it because when we're together. So can I talk to you about it in confidence? You could call it a kvetch, but it's at a high level. I've screened my friend, my friend I'm going to kvetch to, and I know now that this person I'm going to process this with she will not or he will not change his position about this other mutual friend that you guys both love.
Okay. So this is a case of kvetching responsibly.
Kvetching responsibly.
Because I now
laid some groundwork.
Right.
Laid some ground rules.
Right. And the recipient also understands those ground rules and is now kind of dealing with, but we've surpassed really the kvetching part, and we've now looked at some solutions. Okay? All right. These are good things to think about it. No? What?
Absolutely.
You're not agreeing. You're hanging out.
I'm a little bit in awe of such a great point, because prepping a person for the kvetch to come could be a make or break.
That's a high level, though. I got to be honest.
Well,
that's a high level.
No. Don't
No,
mess.
okay.
People can do that if you want to talk to someone in confidence, and this has been a behind the scenes in the studio. We talk about this a lot. So I said that very well. I just want to highlight it for the audience. Thank you. Well, it's great that you're our first guest. Thank you.
Right.
And what I just want to highlight is because this is in the writings of the saintly Chofetz Chaim, when he writes about how to correct some of the ills of lashon hara. He says, if you'll need to talk and process, which you do sometimes, but you need to say in advance, I need to talk about this with you, even though it may include something negative. And that way you can make it not lashon hara thereby, which is what you just said very eloquently. I think that's beautiful. Hope the listeners get that.
I think this is
It's
good.
not every show that we have such great content.
No.
We should have more guests. What are you holding out on me for?
All right, so
this is exactly what we want here at Let's Kvetch. We want to have expert kvetcher. Can I say that?
Sure.
Expert kvetchers
how to deal with experts
at dealing with kvetching.
Right, because neither one of us are
Kvetchnikim or Kvetch.
I
Because
Kvetch
we didn't
Lincoln,
go to
yeah.
we didn't get any kind of degree in kvetching as we spoke about.
I have an
As opposed to
honorary degree in
nudniking.
Kvetching.
Nudniking, you don't want to be a
Well,
Kvetchnik.
give a definition on nudnik.
Do we have a special gift for our host, our first guest? Or do we have for Dr. Mail? Do we have a guest? Okay, I don't mean to catch you unaware on the show.
Yeah.
We're gonna
This is
if
very,
for
very-
being our first guest, we're gonna give you some special Let's Kvetch swag as soon as we have some. Okay. I'll tell you that we don't have any yet, but it's coming. And
I love the
But this is
newness
from
of
the
it.
clean speech.
we can definitely have that. Yeah.
So when we
we
get
need
something,
how about a Kvetch Responsibly
I
wristband?
was thinking about it, yeah.
I love all the logos and the theme song and I have
The
I
theme song.
I do have the swag on my card
of
both
of
cards.
Clean Speech.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Let's Kvetch Clean.
Have you heard the
theme song
for because it'll
Multiple times.
in our closing? Okay,
Yeah, because I
beautiful.
studied
All right.
for this.
You really did. I want to thank you again for coming in.
It's
so well
so
prepared.
my pleasure. Thank you.
This has been great.
This has been great.
That has. Okay.
My
It's been
pleasure.
great.
I really enjoyed
All right.
it.
We're gonna call it a wrap. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. We'll see you back next time on Let's Kvetch. And until then, just remember.
Kvetch responsibly.
Thank you very much. Okay, Kvetch responsibly.
Yo, welcome to the show. It's Let's Kvetch, where mindful speech and wisdom always stretch. Rabbi Raphael, Howard on the mic, dropping Torah gems every day in sight. Let's Kvetch, let's not forget. Choose words wisely, no regret. Guard your tongue, learn the flow. Jewish vibes on the podcast. Let's go. From Lashon Hara to keeping speech kind, every syllable affects the divine. Pause before you speak, breathe and reflect. Every day, my Vaughn earns respect. Howard's got the laughs, Rabbi keeps it deep. Lessons on the lips for your soul to keep. We're talking truth, talking shalom by it. Heart stays soft when the tone stays quiet. Let's Kvetch, let's not forget. Choose words wisely, no regret. Guard your tongue, learn the flow. Jewish vibes on the podcast. Let's go. Rhythm of the mitzvah, speech is gold. Lesson in restraint, let the story unfold. No gossip, no hate, keep the temple clean. Listeners engaged in that mindful routine.